Hi, I'm Kirsten Lund of collaborationschool.com, and I've been doing some thinking about what are some things that leaders, managers, supervisors can take out of the Mediator handbook. So I think that there's a number of things that can be really helpful, even though the roles are quite different between a leader, team leader, and a mediator. The first thing that I think about is something that's really fundamental to mediation, and that is that the mediator typically is neutral. And so, I think a lot of the times people think, well, a leader who's, quite invested in the outcome, as they should be, of the work can't really be neutral, right? Like a mediator can be, like I would be if I were to come into a workplace that I didn't work in because I'm being hired as an outside mediator. One thing I'm not neutral to is the process, but I'm very neutral to the outcomes, how they move forward, how they get where they need to go. That's up to the parties, not up to me. It's my job to facilitate the process and help them get the information and the insight that they need to move towards solutions that meet their needs. So I think one thing that leaders could do sometimes, maybe lots of times, is look for times when it's appropriate to set the parameters, sort of set here's what we're trying to accomplish, or here's the deliverables, or here's the mandate that we have. But instead of then telling their team, here's how you do it, facilitate a process to help the people that are doing the work to figure out the how. So set the why, or even talk to your team about the why, I guess, but then be neutral to the how. And maybe there are some aspects of that are impossible to be neutral about. If a team member decided that their how was going to be way out of budget, or the way that they decided to move forward was something that contravened some policy within the office, well, then that's difficult to be neutral about. But I think you can be neutral in a box, so you can say, here's the parameters, and within those parameters, fill your boots in terms of how you want to move forward to meet these objectives that we've set, or this deliverable that we have. So I think, there's lots of research that shows that when people have a hand in creating an agreement, they are more likely to follow through. So there's more engagement, there's more accountability. People then feel trusted to move forward to do the work. That improves the relationship, and improved relationship always improves good outcomes as well. So that's, I think, my number one. I don't mean my top tip, but that's tip number one in terms of what could leaders take from the role of a mediator and sort of make their own. And that is, look for times where you can be more neutral, and facilitate a process that allows the people doing the work to figure out the how. It enables more voices, more perspectives to be included in figuring out how to move forward, which changes the results. And if one person's always making the decisions about how you move forward, then maybe the results are always going to look the same. So when that gets opened up to other heads getting involved in deciding the way forward, it changes the end result as well, and not in a way that maybe changes completely the deliverable, but definitely, I think, creates opportunity for innovation and creativity, at the same time creating opportunity for increasing engagement and I think excitement about the work.